Chris, I think I begin with you to answer the question about whether we, by sanctioning this unbelievably long list of countries that we're sanctioning, are not in essence, or is it fair to say that we are also politically influencing the elections and the politics of other nations?
Well, I spent 20 years overseas, so I watched how we did it. Of course, 1996, giving an estimated $1.5 billion, that's billion dollars, to reelect Yeltsin. I was in Latin America for 6 years. You're certainly very fluent with that situation as well. There wasn't an election we didn't interfere in. I read the report. Of course, there's no evidence. These are all accusations. Nobody's, and they claim this, I'm quoting, that Russia is attempting to exacerbate the socio-political divisions in the United States. Well, that is the business model for the entire media universe in the United States. They hardly need help from Russia. And I'm waiting. We saw a New York Times article yesterday on this, and I'm waiting for the New York Times article that talks about the country that actually interferes in massive ways in the U.S. electoral process, and that's Israel through AIPAC, the Israel Project, Stand With Us, the spying on smearing critics, especially American university students that support the boycott, divestment, sanctions movement, using huge cash donations far above the U.S. legal limit to influence campaigns, flying hundreds of members of Congress to Israel for lavish and unpaid vacations at Israeli seaside resorts, bribing lawmakers to doing Israel's bidding, including the massive amounts of military aid, over $3 billion a year, over $40 billion over the last 10 years in Congress, character assassination. I mean, why is this completely not, when you get an article like this in the Times, why is there this deafening silence on the part of the country that actually has a stranglehold on U.S. electoral politics and U.S. policy, especially in the Middle East?
What do you make, John Jordan, of this report that came out, this intel report that was released yesterday?